Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Ultimate General Civil War with me, your host, Luckymarine, and it's the lead up to second bull run. I'm just getting everything sorted out for us. Let's put this supply up. There's no point having money here. You might as well get yourself up to the maximum. Let's say 5,000 supply. You can always bring it out of your supply wagon, put it back into your bank. You lose no money between switching between the two. Also, do we want the morale boost of high reputation at the cost of missing out on 10 reputation if we win? Or do we want to spend that 10 reputation now? No, I think we spend the reputation now. We'll pick up the Enfield. Is that 1853? Who uses 1853? That's pretty outdated now. Oh no, that's second line. Our crack troops have got the 1855s. Then it trickles down to pretty much the Lorenz, the 83. Then down to the Mississippi. And I think second corps, they've got the 42. Okay, so if we do get these rifles, they are going to get used. Perhaps. We'll pick up the pattern 1853. And we'll pick up George Pickett as well. That way we've got space. And we've only lost 2 to the morale boost. It's not a massive amount. So, where do we put Mr. Pickett? I think in here. Chuck Pickett in there, which means we free up Hanson. Let's show you there. Let's give you endurance. Endurance? Yeah, endurance. Random brigadier general in charge of the horse, but it's a cavalry unit that needs quite a good general in charge, I found. Infantry units, not so much. You can probably get away with just a colonel in charge of infantry units that are up to 2,500 men. But pushing a cav unit up to 750, you do need a decent general in charge. Cannons, they pretty much take care of themselves. To that end, I should probably swap out some of these that we've got the colonels in. Swap some of them out for the second corps guys here. Yeah, we'll swap 2 out. Reed will give you Walker. See, they still retain their efficiency. We'll put Reed in for Davis. Efficiency. That sound effect. That sound effect. I think it's cavalry moving or something, but it's obnoxious. So with the major, 2,500 men, he hasn't got the respect to be able to keep 2,500 men under control, or to efficiently administer them. However, if we put colonel in, this should jump up to a decent amount. Should get rid of a lot of that red bar.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Phelps. Yeah, we'll do you as well. Loomis. Yeah, Loomis. We'll upgrade you. You can have an infantry brigade.
Yes, sir.
I'll put that Lieutenant Colonel there. Okay, looking good. Let's go for it then, shall we? Second bull run. Whew. Following the recent events of Peninsula Campaign, a portion of our forces initiated a wide flanking manoeuvre and raided the Union supply depot at Manassas Junction. Pope's line of communications with Washington was threatened. He had to abandon his defensive line at Rappahannock River. We withdrew a few miles to the northwest and took up a defensive position on Stony Ridge. With hope to lure Pope into a trap, the rest of our army has left Richmond almost undefended to reinforce us and attack the unsuspected Union army. Diversion. A diversion. So do we put which corps goes in here then? Do we put the bulk of our men in for the diversion? Or do we put them in? Or do we put the second corps in as a diversion? No, that doesn't make sense, does it? First corps, diversion. Looks like you're going to be on the map first. Reinforcements with our weaker troops. Yeah. Okay. Yep, okay. Another big map. General Pope, new commander of Army of Virginia, is isolated. Fair enough. Taking a big risk, leaving Richmond undefended. Yeah, fair enough, but if you know where the bulk of the enemy is, as long as you've got somebody in Richmond. He'll most likely withdraw to Washington, to the northeast, unless we do something about it. Well, we'll give it a go. Diversionary attack will probably convince him to stay in the area and fight. Yeah, probably. A lot of warfare is just about managing your massive ego. A lot of battles have been lost because people have let their ego get ahead of them. That's why the main purpose is to reveal our position and the Pope's hoping into attacking us tomorrow. Okay. Apparently all we have to do is make contact with the enemy. I think we flood this area. It's going to be a semi-defensive fight, so we'll have cannons in here as well. Law, Preston, Eustace. Let's get rid of Forest. Let's bring in MacArthur. I think this is going to be a very static fight. It's going to be getting these woods. Find out where they are. Trying to lure them into a fight. This is a great position. Is that a hill there? Looks like it's a raised bit of land. If we can take control of it quickly, then happy days. Okay. When you're down here, but I need you to be running. Law, the same. And MacArthur filing the rear. If we get here and we can't see anyone, then we'll detach skirmishers and push them out a little bit just to see. I'm assuming they're going to be over here. Cannons, where are you? I know I'll put you in here somewhere. Oh, cannons have already. Oh, yeah. Should have probably kept our horse round. Oh well. Let's get you into the centre just so as well. And the supplies. It leaves the control point a little bit vulnerable. But I'm alright with that. Alright, so they're at the town. Yeah, if we can take control of, yeah, if we can take control of these woodlands before Gibbon gets in, before Doubleday manages to get himself in here as well. Alright, so we've managed to keep Gibbon out in the open. We've managed to sort of keep Doubleday out there. A little bit wary of Hatch, so we'll detach skirmishers just to sit on the flank of Preston, and we'll pull MacArthur around here, around this flank. Oh, we don't need to do it. We've got Eustace. Why did we not have Eustace? Why did we not have Eustace running? No idea. Let's detach those skirmishers anyway. We'll try turn Doubleday around. MacArthur, you just sort of sit there. Preston, let's try and press you a little further forward. Let's try not to get flanked too much. So let's get you on an angle. Hopefully it'll drag Doubleday around a little bit. He'll focus on you instead of having a 2-on-1 into the law. No, he's turn around to hit the skirmisher. Alright. Skirmishers, get yourself away. Eustace, I'd really like if you were running, which you are. Splendid. Patrick's brigade isn't alright. That's unfortunate. These units are just a little bit too wide. Patrick's going to get over here and put shots into the side of Law. Unless we dislodge Gibbon first. We might be able to. And then we can shuffle up. And Law. We can protect Law's flank with Eustace. Right. We'll get one volley from Eustace into Gibbon. And then we'll about face. And look at Patrick. Oh, no, he's... I don't know what he's doing. If he's going to give us time to set ourselves, to route these out, and then turn to face, that would be ideal. Feed you down to the front. Nothing seems to be happening here. We can always bring MacArthur around. Excellent. Doubleday's within range of canister. Everyone's decided to run away, but not quite. Right, MacArthur, I want you on this side. Let's pull you back into that area of cover. We'll sweep you around this side. Get to the side of Doubleday. We should be able to rout him fairly quickly. Unless Patrick decides to change the angle of his attack. Maybe the case. Alright. Okay, Eustace, you run forward just a little bit. Let's have you turn around there. I want you in the middle. And now we can bring Eustace up the side, so if Patrick attacks, we've got this flank covered. You get another round into Doubleday as he's running away. The volley? Maybe not. No. Okay. We don't need to do much here. Skirmishers, let's get you on this point. If they've got any cav, they sent them this way. I'll be quite angry if they end up taking that point. Still nothing from Patrick. Cover you in 74%, decent. I think we're doing enough with these. MacArthur should be able to counter Patrick. Want to do more damage. The only threat that they are to us here at the moment is long range cannon fire. We can rout some of these skirmishers. MacArthur's got Patrick locked down. Let's switch off fire. We'll focus down these and then we'll continue moving. Why Hatch hasn't decided to do anything, I'll never know, but he hasn't. Let's have you lot firing into these skirmishers whilst they're on top of each other, probably blocking each other. I can't get adequate fire down range. Excellent. It looks like the cannons are continuing to try and fire into Preston. which means Law and Eustace that are out in the open, who should be the targets, having a relatively free time. Can we get shots on... I don't know if these are going to be enough cover. Hopefully we'll be able to rout them with the first volley. Ugh, that's nasty. Yeah, that's fairly nasty. Pull back slightly. Let's draw them out of the cover that they have found themselves in. Also, we'll get out of canister fire. When we initially got to the cannons, they were a little bit more exposed, but when Gibbon and Doubleday got their shit together, suddenly they were behind a decent amount of troops. MacArthur. And you in this position just here, I need you to run as quickly as your little feet can carry you. Come on, continue this. Okay, just turn the face. I'll shoot these whilst they're out in the open. Let's bring you out to the edge of this forest. Don't allow these guys in cover. Let's go and try and take out these cannons quickly. Keep them isolated. You halt. Flanking from church, that should resolve itself fairly quickly. We're in decent cover here. They're not. Got 2 and 1. Hopefully. Balls. Hopefully we'll have a day between where we can fill out Eustace again. Eustace and Law. No, try and get the cannons. Alright, I'll do. We're going to need more groups up here. Well, the cannon's still running, they haven't had time to reset themselves. This was unfortunate here. Getting within canister range, we should have done that a little bit better. So, I'll spin you around. Do we need to kill all these? It's just a diversionary tactic. No, get around some Randalls if you can. Let's get them to run. Actually detach skirmishers. Skirmishers run off that way. The rest of you fire into hatch. Doubleday is turning around. He'll get hit from 2 sides. You decided to do a run it. Good. Okay, skirmishers up here to help out. On the point. It's like these cannons are trying to counter the skirmishers that are next to them. Alright, let's force them away from this town. Good work. Good work, but carry on. Job's not done. Skirmishers into the side. Let's keep these terrified. And let's put these skirmishers down. We'll fall you back slightly so you're into a little bit more cover. Now spin you around and attack them whilst they're out in the open. Double day surrendered. Alright. Which means those skirmishers should be no problem. I mean, I suppose it's better that we rob the enemy of these units in their entirety. I mean, overall they will have taken more losses than we have. Come on, MacArthur. Alright, good work. Don't know how long we've got for this. We'll go speed 3 anyway. We'll get this done a little bit quicker. For some reason we got stuck in the river. Or the stream. Proceeding to the next thing. Okay. Oh, a little bit of canister there, which was unfortunate, but I don't know how much of an impact entirely routing those forces were. Or entirely routing those forces, how much of an effect it will have had on this day. Well, we'll go back to camp briefly. Law, you just need a few rookies. Eustace, again. A few rookies will do. We'll go to the second goal, relinquish it. 5,000 of its supplies. Keep these guys up to maximum fighting strength. Preston's going to need a few as well. I doubt this corps needs a supply wagon of 25,000. However, it can always come and support this unit. Even this unit doesn't need 25,000, I doubt. But still.
Yes, sir.
And that's... Nope, MacArthur as well. And that is everybody. Okay, done. Check the rest back into the supply wagons. Let's go for 29th of August. I'll carry on with this. I'll not put it into a separate episode. So, yeah, it's been 30 minutes now. No, we'll just carry on. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It might be a 2-hour long episode, but that'll be fine. So the majority of our forces are going to be here to hold a line. And then we're going to have... It looks like we're going to set up a defensive position and then sweep along that defensive position with flanking forces. To that end, I probably want some better units in Corps 2. Let's go back to camp. Let's organise these units, if we can. Let's organise these units a little bit better. For the flanking unit, there's no point having cannons in it. We might as well put these cannons into the unit that's going to hold in what appears to be woods. We haven't got space to transport people around, have we? That's unfortunate. No. You can't create divisions on the fly. That's unfortunate. I'd have rather brought these two cannons into this corps and have this corps hold the woods with extra cannon in a defensive position that the enemy was going to charge into. And then probably put the cav here. Oh well. Oh well. If you're doing this, then you should probably organise that a little bit before. But we'll do what we can with what we have. Pope fell into our trap. He mobilises his force to attack. Of course he did. It's called poking the bear. You poke an ego until you force it into doing stupid things. If you can control your ego, especially when you're doing strategy games, so that you're not forced into silly attacks just because you've been wronged or you feel personally wronged, then you'll go for... Watch your flanks. Yep. Yeah, I can see there's a big open flank here, and there's dead space in there. So, looks like there's advanced defensive positions. Now this defensive position gives us a cover bonus of 100%, projectile resistance of 25%, melee resistance, and a melee bonus of 65. What does the palisade give us? Same numbers, I think? Yep, same numbers. The only reason why we would take up a forward position, is there any reason to take up a forward position? I don't know, I don't think so. I don't know. With the upward inflection, that just turned that into a question. But no, it wasn't a question, it was a statement. I don't think so. You're going to be on a defensive position here, but there's going to be woods. So they're going to be firing from a position of cover into a position of cover. And it's cover of 160, cover of 200 versus a cover of 100. You know who's going to win there, especially if they concentrate. I think we drag them out into sort of a killing field there. Now here's a different story. You do have a killing field, but you also have two defensive positions with some woods pressed just in front of them. We can put troops in here. We can roll them back behind the defensive positions, get them to man the palisades, and then move these guys back in an organised retreat. As for down here, we'll grab skirmishers out of Jackson. We'll put them in this corner just to make sure that we don't get flanked. Probably down here actually. Just to make sure that we don't get flanked. Okay. To that end. Let's get Pickett running. And Hood. I think Race as well. Yeah, Race. Just there. So don't leave these flanks exposed. So we turn our defensive line into kind of that. We're going to be wary of these woods, but... well, actually we'll put a hill down here. See if we can get him in and around the back. Can we get you all the way? So it's not a falling point. Would appear not. Judge, don't know why you're there. Let's try save you if we can. Forest as well. Get you into the centre, you're all moving. We'll push Siegfried right behind this line. Walker, again. Right behind the line. We might even push Walker a little bit further up. If this gets contacted, then we'll want short range canister fire. Too many people here. Wilcox and Swallow we'll probably put on these defensive positions. I want Summers behind Jackson. Gavin in this position here. MacArthur, you stay where you are. And Braxton's here as well. And Braxton, you just get yourself out of the way, and we'll sort out what to do with you. Presently, I think that is it. Let's hold our position at Stony Ridge. Yeah, well, we'll try. Let's get these guys running as well. Alright, so this is defense in depth. Hopefully this will hold. Wilcox onto that defensive position there. Race into these woods. Maybe a case of firing from cover into cover, but we can always pull back a little bit. Braxton, we have you in reserve. Braxton may be needed just here. No, don't swap positions with each other. That's just silly. In fact, we will pull these cannons just forward. Just forward enough to get shell fire in. Where are we? So 92% cover, 91% cover, that's fairly good. 100%. 100%. Yeah, we'll get you right in behind. In fact, do we have any more cannons in the vicinity? Siegfried, let's push you over here as well. We'll swap you out with Church. And Forest will get you central, but we may have other plans for you. Let's get... oh, observation point. That'll open up this side of the map. All we have to do is hold. So Race is covering Wilcox's flank here. Got Preston and Law covering this open ground along with Church, giving them cannon support. Eustace is in a fairly useless position right now, but we can bring him up. Oh, we can bring him up in support. Braxton can close this gap. Yeah, I've seen you. I don't like how it shows it on the map, but it won't show it here. If it shows on the map, you should have something like this, at least a flag that pops up. If there was more of the map down here, I'd run hill around the back, but oh no, we've been seen here. As soon as the cannons unlimber, we'll probably head off. We're back being hidden. Why are you moving? I've not given you orders to move anywhere. Good work. How far are these going to go? I think quite far. I don't think we're going to be able to hold this point. Let's move away before we end up incurring casualties. We can always poke this position afterwards once they've thrown themselves against our defensive pre-prepared defensive positions. Keeney's division spotted approaching our left flank. Eustace, I've got a feeling I might need you over there. Braxton will bring you into a more central location. And Forrest, we might be able to get all the way around. Let's bring you over here and prep of that. Same with these horses here. At some point, I want to push the horses all the way around the back. Even if just set on observation points. Still hidden. Right. Eustace, we'll put you in a little bit of cover. Right, don't run all the way home. Flanking shots into, wow, Krzyzanowski? Is that an I or an L? An I believe. Krzyzanowski. Okay. It looks like they're coming forward. Yeah, just get into that position. Braxton, I think we're going to need you over here as well. Don't know what Robinson and Bernie? Don't know what they're doing, but... Right, Houston, you're getting pulled too far away. Right, so you can all open up on Robinson. This should be shell fire. Who's this? Stahl and Steinwehr's division reinforcing the Union attack. Wow. Don't know what I've eaten today, but it's stuck in my throat. So he gets attacked from Wilson, he gets attacked from Race. We'll pull Eustace in to take shots. We'll have the cannons firing. We'll have Law firing as soon as he can. His initial run has stalled. Should be able to get shots into him whilst he's running away. Couldn't. Alright, pull back. Let's not get dragged out of position. We're getting hit from here. Right. Turn and face Coates. Is it Coates? Colts. Why is inky blackness just there? Is this a hill or something? Doesn't look like it. Let's not get surprised here. Let's open up a little bit. How can they not see this far ahead of them? That's better. Hold there. I think you can see something now. Well, none of these guys are seen, so it must mean that these guys have... Oh no, done full circle, I think. Forrest, let's push you out here. Let's see where these went. Forrest still hasn't been seen, and that's him spotted. Wonder if we can get you away. No, we can't. Alright, come back. You're not going to be able to get past Poe without losing 90 odd men. Let's allow them to press against us. If we spot Poe over in this position, we'll hopefully this flank will be open to us, and we'll try that again with Forrest. Jackson and Meade having a go. Steele and Milroy. Stahl and Milroy having a go as well. I think there were 3 units. If we see 3 units in this area of the map, we'll hug the edge and we'll try to get round behind them, dismount in these woods. Are you dismounted cavalry? You are. Yep. We'll dismount in this woods. We'll rout these cannons, mount up before the infantry get to us, and pull away and try and poke the cannons over here. No, we've got cannons here as well. I will, however, leave a gap. So, in prep for that, we'll have skirmishers take your place, so we don't get flanked. Alright, Forrest, let's not be too hasty. Wow. I reckon there's 2 units of artillery down here. Cannon, artillery, whichever you want. These guys have just opened up into flanks. Hood, can we get you into flank of Milroy? Just run forward. Take that shot and then run back. Target of opportunity, we can let it go. And get yourself back. Looks like Poe is next for the gauntlet, which means, I think, we didn't mention it, allow him to get a little bit further forward. And they'll try slipping behind. Oh, where are you going? I need to run that way. 84% cover, these will be nothing. They're just fighting out with Wilcox. Quite a few men here. How are we getting down here? Yeah, this should be shell fire into Stale. Plus I've got to get through Picket and then Swallow. I doubt this is going to get breached. Been wrong in the past though. I don't know how many men they've got. Poe shouldn't be long for this world. No, you're not tempting me out of my cover. gonna have to come closer if you want to fight. We'll take lumps out of you with the cannon until that point. There's a lot of dither in here. Okay, he's seen Hood. He knows the pickets there. He knows there's cannons there. Wow, there's quite a few here now. Yeah, Hood and pickets, time to shine. I get on nowhere. Alright, Poe has moved. Away from this flank. Well, let's try Send Forest. Around. Like so. Let's try tempo away. If he's getting shots into the flank of Wilcox. No, he's firing at Race. Which is good, in a way. Race is in better cover. You're going to be exposing your flank to Hood, which is a terrible idea for you. Well done. I'll try to get Forest. Oh, there's always one. There's always one that comes and guards this flank. Alright, pull back. Ooh. Alright. Your first shot should rout Poe. If it doesn't, we'll just retreat you away. Yeah, there's no need to sit there out in the open, duking out with Poe. We'll need those men later on, I'm sure of it. Alright, so we're getting cannon fire on Seagull. Pity hasn't gone down yet, but let's get our supplies. Yeah, these cannons have been singing for a long time now. We'll make sure these cannons get resupplied, and then we'll move away and resupply the others. By the time we make this arc, these should be up to at least half supply. I'm surprised this hasn't been poked again. Maybe if we stood off the point. Now when you're on a defensive position, you're seen, because defenses are really hard to hide. Really hard to hide? Is that a thing? I don't know. I don't know. But men, you're going to hide men in forests. So these guys know that there are people on these defensive positions. However, if we were to position ourselves in such a way that we didn't use the defensive position, we just stood behind it, I wonder if that would draw out. These guys here. We'll give it a go. Either works or it doesn't. Still in I was going to say still in a decent amount of cover, but a little bit. We can always press onto the defensive positions as and when we see the enemy turn up. So we got a bit of supply there. So it looks like they're trying to poke the defences, but they just don't have the manpower to get through. These are all now hidden. You're not though. Why are you not hidden? Is it because you've got a massive horse? Let's pull you away. Now you are. The moment you start moving with horses, you hide. Okay, fair enough. You're still firing, you are good. You should all be getting resupplied, as should Hood and Pickett. Excellent. I wonder what these are. So that's Paul Robinson. I haven't seen the other guy. The one with the name so long. Who was he called? 18 syllables guy. Not seen him in a long time. But he's probably guarding this flank. Let's go make sure. I've got long to go. I don't know if that's the time until our reinforcements arrive. Yeah, there is. Oh, nearly stumbled across this guy as well. Wouldn't have been a good look for the horses. You're just out of range. Not the cannons though. Porter assaults. Porter's not ours. Pope for some reason stalled. He stopped attacking us. Well, it wasn't really an attack. There was a bit of handbags, but nothing definite. Please don't mobilise for an all-out attack. Alright. So support a large formation, probably Porter's division, making a flanking manoeuvre. Cavalry dispatched. Cause delay in action, but Porter succeeds. We'll be in deep trouble. We will indeed. Yeah, let's not set up a defensive point in the middle of a field. Alright, so hold our ground. Yeah, choose that. Bring Hill around this side. We've still got a little bit of vision over here from these skirmishers. Hill will just extend that out to flank, make sure that we don't get flanked. Has this opened up as well? Still got cross the river over here, which is unfortunate. So they moved off this position. This is no longer blue. That denotes that it belongs to them. Still not been seen. How's this attack going on? I've seen better attacks. Here we go. Should fall within the arc of quite a few of these guys. We'll put the plan into action. Better late than never. Yeah, we've got enough support there for that. Hopefully, these shells don't turn Meade back too quickly. I need time to get Hill off his horses. Take out these cannons that we know are over here. Just try and poke this observation point. I'll get on. Looks like Colts has had enough. Church could do with a resupply. How are you getting on? Yeah, you're all fully supplied. Get you back towards church. Henchman 3rd Corps is preparing for another attack. Nope. Another attack from where? Ah, Bonjour cannons. How the devil are we? Jackson, wasn't Jackson over here? Let's get on that point. This all looks fairly safe. This is developing a little bit worryingly. If they're going to use this area of cover to move up here, might be in trouble. We might have to bring Braxton back. Go on, keep this route going. Skirmishers, get yourself away. Might be able to lose them in the woods. Go on, get your cover back. Right, 100% cover, they're still going to get hit in the back. That's alright. Yeah, Braxton, let's bring you around this side. Eustace, you get good shots into the side of that guy. Let's get him off the field so I don't have to say his name ever again. Nope. All I need you to do is to fully route these cannons off the field. Right, hit move. Let's get you back onto this point. As soon as we've routed these, we can get back on our horses and we can fly. But until then, I'm kind of stuck in this town, trying to get these to stop being cannons whilst being charged down by Meade. Come on, route properly. Alright, go for that, Eustace. We'll keep an eye on Eustace so that he doesn't get attacked in his flank. I think they've now gone. On your horses. Let's go. Reno's 9th Corps spotted in full force. Whereabouts? Round over here. Okay. Let's go poke it. Let's go see what we're facing. Braxton's got himself in a terrible position there. Let's pull you back. And Eustace, let's pull you back as well. Now there's cannons over here, I think. Seem to remember. Nope. We'll try and thread the needle here. Oh wow, come on. There are many of them. No, if we take the supplies, we're just going to end up relinquishing them. Alright. Try to get yourself around the back. We're getting into a bit of a cul-de-sac there. I don't know if you have cul-de-sacs in America. I don't know if that's the term that you use for them. Right, so this is definitely starting to turn into a recognised front line. We'll try forest again. Braxton, you might be needed over here. Let's get you this way so you travel just a little bit quicker. So we'll try and turn away. I'm gonna have to try Tenig. We're gonna have to try and turn away Tenig because it looks like the guy that has all. This is my worst nightmare. This is my worst nightmare in terms of units together. Right, it looks like they're trying to stack. So one will take the brunt of the damage, and then the other one will charge through. Engage law in melee, so we need to try and put enough damage on one of them as quickly as we can. And it looks like the gap is open. Let's hook the side of there, and we'll be in behind them with our cavalry. Okay, pull back a little bit. Let's tempt them back into this semi-killing field that we've got going on. Alright, we'll get all the way over here to the point where we're not seen anymore. And once these are forgotten about us, we'll get off our horses, follow this line of woods, and we'll try to turn away Graham and Dilger. Patrick, I don't know why you have so few men. Alright, no longer seen. Off your horses. And into that position there. nearly across the river. We'll get you across this fording point. Oh, this is really starting to heat up. Supplies alright, supplies alright. Church, how are you getting on? Fully supplied. Right, we'll bring you back this way. So, us sort of in the centre. Impart a little bit of morale on these two. They're taking quite heavy losses actually. Our cannons. Our cannons are doing okay. I will give these a really good surprise. Still nothing happened here. They kind of just dragged all their units over here. Skirmishers, let's pull you out a little bit just to see what happened to this unit that ended up, I don't know, with a brain fart. There's nothing here, we might as well wrap these guys around, use this line of trees to our advantage, and then roll up the entire of their line. But again, I don't know how this battlefield develops. Got one more fight, one more volley, and Graham's gone. Now switch to Dilga. Now back to Graham. As long as we can keep them moving. It's unfortunate that they're moving away from each other. We can only focus down one. But that's an element of damage output that we've negated. You're going to come into range of Preston. You should already soon be in range of Law. Pull you this out. No, we won't maneuver him just yet. But I'll try to get Braxton into this gap. I don't think he can fire past cannons, which is weird because cannons can fire past them. Can't keep going. Ooh, jackpot. No, just go for it. They're already attempting to turn around to face the threat, as long as we run adjacent to them. Because it looks like, I don't know, your arc's around here. I think your arc's over here. No, you're just trying to run away. Alright, we'll get to about here. We'll get off our horses. And we'll give them the good news. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Did you... I think these guys just wasted a shot on the supplies. Really? No. Get yourself into the woods until they've forgotten about you. And then you can come back and try that again. If you want things done right, have to rely on Forest. Don't know how this battle develops. I don't know if we're going to get hit from this side. If I knew, then... If I knew when we weren't getting hit from this side, we'd push 2 units out here to deal with Meade. The rest would sweep around here, into this defensive position, into this cover. And we'll move from cover to cover. But... oh well. Hopefully the fact that we're running across their arc means that they have to continually move to try to get shots on us. Hopefully we can get away and into cover and away from scary cannons before they decide that we need shrapnel in our faces. Because we don't. We have beautiful faces. We take out you. Excellent. Into cover. That was close. They wasted their first shot on the supply wagon. Wait, what? No, there's a person over here. I know there is. Alright, back on yours. Let's go. We'll take out the supplies. Race is doing a great job in this little woodland. I thought it was going to be under pressure here, but nope. I suppose Preston or Law are putting enough fire into the flanks of these guys. That Race isn't really being flanked. Good stuff. Supplies, supplies. And more supplies, hopefully. We'll have 2 units deal with these cannons. Alright, you lot. Where are we going to put you where you're going to be safe? Let's just hide you in these woods. Right. You turn off your firing so you don't waste fire into the supplies. How's our front line? It's looking alright. You lot are now fully supplied, as is Hood and Pickett. Good. Good. We're getting far too close here. Why have we not got vision of them yet? Why have we not got... There was 2 units, 2 cannon units here. Why have we not got vision on either of them? Well, there's nowhere we are. No. I need you in there. I need you in there as well. How can you hide in 2 trees? How can you hide 5 cannons in 2 trees? Vietnam shenanigans going on here. Oh, there we go. Oh hell, you brought that up on yourself. Alright, keep going. Keep going, keep applying the pressure. These guys are hidden, which I think means that the enemy can't find them. That's the best that we can do over here. Eustace, let's push you into... Nobody, you hold on. Should have identified that a little bit earlier. Unfortunate. Come on. Let's get these carbines singing. Race is doing a great job. He saw he was going to get flanked there, turn around to deal with it. He's doing really good work. Mega impressed. Forest. Go on your horses. Let's take out these supplies. You chase these cannons down. No, just go through them. And then turn, take out Reno, and we'll choke. These supplies... No, we'll find another area of woodland to put them in. Wilson has broken. It's unfortunate, however, he did take a bit of a hammering. MacArthur, let's get you into a position of... No, nothing said this so far. I think we're safe with pulling people away. Actually, Eustace. Braxton, you take that position. Eustace is just that little bit closer. Let's chase down Reno. Let's get you on your horses as well. And let's take more supplies. So what's that? 3, 4, that's 5 supply wagons. Which you've got to think has some sort of impact on these. I mean, fair enough, the cannons aren't using it anymore because they're all dead. Did we just kill the general there, or not? I assume so. Alright, you two. You make your way up with the gang. We'll get you to the edge of the map. I'll make you up there. Make your way up there as well. Forest and hill. Get you in this position. I think that's all the cannons done. No, there's another unit up here, isn't there? Hill. We'll take those out. There might be another unit here as well. I've got to apply pressure to those. I turned off the firing because I didn't want them to be firing on the supplies. I don't know if you get the supplies if you kill the supplies, or if you get the supplies if you just capture the supplies, but I don't want to risk it. Let's make sure that he has a bad day. Of course, let's bring you back into the action. Did a really good job here, actually. I mean, you wouldn't know by his kills and his deaths, but he held up a lot of people there. Another juicy supply wagon. Alright, Braxton, we'll keep you just in line here so that Race doesn't have to spin himself around every 2 minutes. Can we see any artillery fire coming in from anywhere? From deep? Can we spot where their cannons are? There we go. They're going to be in cover. It's going to take a... The best thing we can hope for is to come in from behind them. Otherwise, so they have to turn all the way around to hit us. Hopefully we can get 2 shots into them by the time they turn around, and that might be enough to rout them. think Nagel's going after supplies. Okay, into the woods. We'll get you off your horses, demounted. We're taking this observation point, which means that they're probably going to spot these supplies. Where have these lot come from? Don't know. Not get involved in that. You're not going to get away in time. Especially crossing a river. Get you off your horses. Let's turn and face. Our carbines should be enough. Are you in some sort of cover? 61, 62. Hold there. Hold there. Fire at these guys. Carbines should be enough to outgun them. Let's get into Dilger. And continue, do not let them get away. We haven't got the range, but we have I don't know, we might have just been better at getting away from there. Colts, what are you doing? Alright, let's try to get you away. Weird. Windows 10 for you. It just decided that you need to look at something. Quick look at me. It's the needy vacuous girl of operating systems. Ooh, reinforcements, I like it. Keep going, Preston, I'm going to pull you out. I think now's the time to counter. I don't think an attack that was going to happen here is ever going to happen. Let's push out and give them the good news. Need you running, I need you running. Or are you having shots on them? Or are you having shots on them before they run away? Let's continue with Dilger. Let's get him down. Is it Dilger? Dilger? Dilger maybe? I don't know. There's a weapon called Dillinger, wasn't there? Seems... rings a bell being Civil Warish. Reading the book actually, right now. Well, it's not a book with paper, it's an online book, but still 400 odd pages long. All about Civil War era weapons. It's an ebook, so I'll put a link to it in the description of this video if I remember. It's quite interesting. It is said that the best thing for technological advances is warfare. And it very much seems to be the case in the terms of the weapons that were produced at the time. I mean, the Gatling gun came out about this time. It's weird that it's not in game. Well, let's charge you onto that point. No, Braxton. Braxton, let's charge you onto that point. Suddenly Bernie's like, oh my word, what just happened here? Let's get you right behind him. You into this point here. Come on. Has this not been a thing yet? This is a standoff. Alright. Great English there. Let's push you into these woods. Let's try and dislodge Seymour if we can. Let's spook him enough to get him off or out of these woods. Pickett's done an amazing job here. Pickett and Hood. They've just sat in these little woods here, and I just kept them at bay. You can see the line of dead. Have you done yet? Looks like you have. Let's turn you just around that. And we should probably push our cannons up. I doubt we're going to get turned back from here now. Let's walk the line up. MacArthur and Wilcox. Wilcox, I want you right behind this line. Hopefully you can fire past it. MacArthur. Down here. We should put somebody on the point. Just to make sure that we don't get surprised. I think the word is. Oh, that was a bad day for you, Meade. Yeah, that was a bad day for Meade. Those that get you involved as well. Should have flanks into the side of this guy. Let's get him off the field. Praise the baby Jesus. On we go. You're not really going to get effective fire put down in a town. Let's get you right up close to Seymour. Let's get you in cover. Alright. Charge in if you must. Now hold the position and fire into Patrick. How are we getting on over here? We're doing alright. Sneaky shots into the side of Bernie. Maybe. Nope. Okay. Switch target. This is still... I value the position that we've got vision behind the lines, but... I mean, there's only one supply wagon left. There's only one supply wagon left. Let's have You pushed out here. Let's get round into Knowles. Let's push you out as well. Let's keep Meade running. You're out on a bit of a limb, but you don't have any ammunition left, so we can pull you up. I think when they run out of ammunition, they don't stop firing, it just takes them ages to reload. Plus we have a supply wagon, don't we? By the time you get up there, the line will have advanced. Bring Phelps down here as well. And Wood. Brewster. So you've got a little bit of cover. Knowles will have 0. 7 skirmishes. Well, you're right there next to 7, so let's attach you again. Charge down Meade. We'll actually meet him at the point where he's going to try and cross the river here. Yep. Concentrate on Meade. Oh, this is the one time that I did want them attacked, skirmishers. Even though they're almost routing, they do a lot of damage to the forest. Go across that river pretty quick. Yeah, it's a falling point, fair enough. Let's push you up. Along with Doles. And let's start to wrap this flank up. From both sides. Okay. Jackson, why are you running? Also, Summers, why aren't you hot on their tail? These guys are crying out for ammunition. Ammunition that we have stolen. Ammunition that is over here. Gavin should be able to... Well, had he got his shit together, he'd have been able to get shots into Seymour before Seymour would have been able to sort himself out, but... oh well. Let's keep Meade running. Summers, you just join up with your unit and keep going. The rest of you, don't know if I'm going to need these guys, but can never have too many. We'll just use them to sweep them up. Running. Alright, 2-1 in terms of taking out the artillery. 3-1 would be better. Alright, pick it. One last act of bravery from you. That's a charge. Shouldn't be charging. I need you to run. Come on, route. Soon. Soon. There's melee going on. Oh, it was a little bit of cav. Alright. Press on through. There's another cav artillery unit that needs our attention. But let's bring you out. Wilcox, let's push you through this gap. We are starting to push them towards their own supply trucks again now. Let's get them away on the double. Do not allow these cannons to sort their shit out and canister us in the face. You will instantly regret it, I assure you. Swallow. Right, let's bring you out here as well. This is still going on. Let's go help him out. Same as you can take out Mead. Come on, we're close. Right, Preston, let's press you through these woods. Race. You as well. I know you've been in the front line for a long time, but as needs must. These guys have now sorted their shit out, which is unfortunate. Let's see if we can convince them to rout again. Superb. You lot. Press forward. You lot as well. We'll get Gavin of this hill into these houses and we'll try and wrap these guys up in this dead ground. We have nothing below them really. Unless Amos takes out Mead pretty sharpish. Yeah, we've got Horn. And Hayes. Hood and Wilcox, let's push you through that observation point. Let's just open up a little bit of this map. Oh, I just clicked there. Braxton. Yeah, fair enough. Let's bring you forward. Can't believe these two are still going on. Cole surrendered. Where's Colt? Alright, let's get you around the back. Let's get you running. And Hayes. You've already established a target of Nagel. Good. Brewster is dithering. Let's turn you around. Hit Mead. Let's finish him off so we can turn our attention to better things. Let's sweep through this. Cornfield. Or wheatfield. Either or. Both are delicious. Let's move you up there. Let's get Doles just behind the line. Alright, let's get off yours. Proceeding to the next day. Alright, I'm definitely going to put a cut in here, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that was a long episode. Probably about 2 hours, something like that. First portion was 30 minutes in itself, so what can you do? We'll go back to camp. We managed to hold our position. It's time to counterattack. I thought our reinforcements, when our reinforcements got here, it was time to counterattack. I don't know. One step ahead of the game, as always. I've been Luckymarine, as always. You lot have been amazing. We'll go to camp. We'll pad out a few of these troops that took a bit of a hammering, like a race. Hood, Wilcox. And we'll get back into that fight. Pickett took a bit of a pasting as well. We don't have much supply though. How do we have a -1 supply? How do you get into the minuses for supply? Did we lend supply of somebody? I don't know. But we'll see what we can do. We'll take supply out of the 2nd Corps. We'll get these at least up to 2,000, I think. And then grab a bit more supply. But that'll be in the next episode. Until then, do take care.